Rwimbo nĩ ngemi, mũini nĩ mũthamaki Gĩkũyũ Dr. Gathemba. Thamaki nĩ aingĩ. Uga King Richard, manjire gũtwĩta thamaki tene nginya twĩ cukuru matwĩtaga King Richard. Tũtiamenyaga nĩkĩ. Gacoka wakĩigua King, ũkaigua mũthaka, ũkaigua mũthamaki. Rĩu rũraria ũhoro wa ngemi. Ngemi nĩcio twĩtaga ululations. Ũgakora nĩ rĩrĩa mũndũ aciarwo, ũgakora mũndũ ũngĩ aciarĩirwo thibitarĩ, koguo ululations acionanga na agacigua viusasa. Nĩgathira reke athondekerwo rĩu ka iron tea, nyue tũmĩtĩ. Tũmĩtĩ nĩ twega, no kũhũnga mĩtĩ, you know. Tagwo Gĩkũyũ Dr. Gathemba, mũthamaki, king, mũini, mũtungi, ngũi. Nyĩmbo ciĩna meaning, rĩu rwĩtagwo ngemi. Aroka atĩ haha, nani no kinya makeup artist no inyuĩ. Makeup artist. Akĩigua maĩ mahiũ nĩ kũrĩ mũmbũi. Ambũi me kũndũ guothe nĩ athamaki. Anjirũ nao nĩ ene magongona. So when we lose one of mĩhĩrĩga ĩrĩa kenda mũiyũru, mĩhĩrĩgo, those poles, itingĩ icio cia kũrũgamia nyũmba nĩgetha ĩkĩrwo mĩitĩrĩro nĩcio hĩrĩgo. Ũgakĩigua nĩ twa lose ithenya rĩmwe he mũhĩrĩga wa Anjirũ. Tagwo Dr. Gathemba, mũthamaki, Gĩkũyũ Dr. Gathemba. Unongorerio thamaki. Gũtonga. Ũrathi, ũgo, no camba. Shout out to DC. Mũnjiru wa mbarĩ ya mega. Mũndũ wĩirwo ngemi thingira. Yo camba ndaragũagũa. You know what I'm saying? So now, thank you, Mudamaki Dr. Gĩkũyũ Gathemba, for that beautiful song. Itagwo Ngemi. It's on YouTube. You can see it on my tablet here. Kijuire ngemi maitũ. Rĩu nĩ ndiongoria akiugĩirwo thibitarĩ, ndaugĩrwo thingira, twĩna andũ akwa, tũkiugĩrwo thingira, kũrĩa nĩkuo tũgagĩrwo thingira, ngemi, ululation. Ngemi nĩcio ciĩtagwo ululation. Ululation is celebrating. Anything that is celebrated nĩ ululation. Handũ hothe hena ngemi, hena gĩkeno, it's a joyful occasion. Nĩ handũ hena gũcokia ngatho, congratulations maitũ nĩ ũndũ wa gũtũhe mwana wa kahĩĩ kana kairĩtu. Nĩ haroka congratulations, haroka gũcokia ngatho, nĩ haroka kugĩrwo ngemi, nĩ haroka ululation. Ũcio nĩ Njenga wa Mũthaka. Njenga wa Mũthaka nĩ mũmbũi wa mbarĩ ya Mbu. Njenga wa Mũthaka nĩ endete andũ. Njenga wa Mũthaka akendwo nĩ andũ. No ndendaga kwendwo mũno, endaga kwenjwo na ikĩro. Balance. Kila kĩndũ nĩ kũiganania. Ndũkende kwendwo mũno. Ũtuĩkaga yakana mũno ĩkaga atĩa? Yenda mwana mũno ĩgacũna nginya ĩkamunya kĩ? Umbilical cord. Rũrĩra. Yenda mwana mũno. Ũgakĩigua naguo mwaki wakana mũno, ũgetunya kĩ? Nyama. So don't love me too much, love me at a percentage. Njenga wa muthaka niendete indo, niendetwo ni indo cimu thutha kuria guothe arathi. You know, affirmations. We wagĩrĩirwo nĩ kwanjia kĩroko rũcinĩ wokĩra na gwĩbatithia nĩyo tuaga baptism aka taking a shower. Tũtirakĩmenyire kũ baptize nĩ kuga atĩa. Ndĩramuonia gwĩthamba mwĩrĩ. Ta imagine mũndũ aciarĩtwo akagimara akanena na ndarĩ amenya gwĩthamba mwĩrĩ. Imagine ndarĩ amenya gwĩthamba mwĩrĩ, ndũĩ gwĩthamba mwĩrĩ. Wathambirio mamu wanyu na maĩ ũkĩrwo kũu nĩguo gũthambio. Aca, mũndũ mũirũ nĩ arĩ mũũgĩ mũno atwaraga mwana rũĩ harĩa maĩ maratherera. Uyu oka kurehera karai, we athi thamba na shower, agekira gwake shower fittings, we akakuonia karai. Na rĩrĩa wa soak in a bathtub, soaking in your feelings, sometimes you don't even make it. Ugakiona mũndũ ta the late Whitney Houston agagĩthiĩ gwĩthamba akaingĩra bathtub, rĩu akĩingĩra bathtub ko nĩonete njenga wa mũthaka akona atĩ wagĩrĩirwo nĩ kũ-baptize, ukareka maĩ mau mothe mathambie all the emotions that you have, all the feelings for the day, and just before you finish, harĩa woya karai ũguo ka mũico na andũ matirĩ meyũria nĩkĩ gĩtũmaga ndarĩkia gwĩthamba njigue tu kuoya karai ka mũico ndĩitĩrĩrie ona ongorwo ndirĩ na shower, because that last burst of water washes away everything. Kĩoigua auga ndethamba ndanogoka. No njenga wa mũthaka nĩ ũkwenda ũgastikaga to the story. Icio cikorwo ci disclaimer iria ndĩmũheaga nĩ ũndũ wa video icio cinaho thutha. Njoke ngũririkania I cannot go live on any of my pages. Nĩmũrona no page ĩno mũranjĩndorera? Nĩ niĩ mũrona page-inĩ yakwa no ndirĩ page-inĩ yakwa. Andũ aya nĩũĩ no ogĩ na ithuĩ tũkũhĩga kũmakĩra. Nĩwanyita? I cannot go live on my page, even the other page. Rĩu no thire live ũguo ndĩrathiĩ live njoke ndĩmĩrecord ndĩmĩkĩre YouTube. No rĩrĩa tũgakinya YouTube andũ 1000 mara subscribe, nĩ tũkahota gũthiaga live anywhere and everywhere twendete gũthiĩ. Thikũ ici nginya ndiahota gũthiĩ live ngari-inĩ. Ndĩrathiĩ ũguo ngaigua reke ndĩmere ngĩthiĩ kũhutia ngerwo shut down. Video ni view sasa. Mbũgũ ĩgakĩhana ũguo. But you know, nĩ system ciao koguo hatikĩrĩ ũndũ tũngĩkiuga. Now, video ĩno nĩ another tribute to one of the fallen people of mĩhĩrĩga kenda, ndĩraria ũhoro wa Mũnjirũ, the late Ng'ang'a DC, and this video now, it's also ndĩraugĩte nĩ ngũthondeka a few videos relating to what you people call death. Kwa gũtirĩ kĩndũ ta death, there is only a beginning, a new life. You cannot be dead, you cannot go through death. So we are going to announce a death announcement, not a dead announcement. Tugaga death announcement, no your death announcement turari horo wa mundu utari ho. Do you get it? Death announcement, not dead announcement. Tugaga I have come to a dead end. Ati vareo ne akinya muico. The frequency, dead, end, it's not the word. So we have come to the end of the path, a dead end, muico. No hena muico ri ni kianjiriria kĩa ũndũ ũngĩ. Ongorwo hena rũthingo ri hena kĩndũ kĩngĩ gĩanjĩrĩria. So we say we don't die. You can, there's no corona two states. Either life and death. Na nikio tugaga atiriri, it's a life and death situation. We never say it's a life and dead situation. A life and death situation, going through death, going through birth, to be birthed into something new. A sperm head from a fluid, no, a sperm from the spirit world, the sperm, the spirit now, then the sperm fluid combines with the ova, becomes a fetus, physical, born into a physical world. No riu nigueria muno I stick, and the only reason I can stick to my video, I have made notebook, no note ino niguandikaga note ino. The reason ndandika note ino ni tondu mbogo ingia kwandika ino ingia kwandika kwanza taru itariga kumwira undu ndiyo kuria tungirũgamira. Ino niyo iragwo tuhane flight ĩrĩa ya Malaysia no twage nginya gũcoka. Mugani mũronire magic trick ati jamaa ũcio aratũheaga story arathaka magic ciake arorĩra screen-inĩ tuthiĩte ta ndege ya Malaysia tukaga gũcoka no ti kwenda nĩ kĩrĩra kwagĩra nĩ mbogo. Now, so I'm going to ask you again, share this video, as we go live, keep sharing this video nigetha ikinyire as many people as possible nigetha tungikirikia tuike ndingirekondeka ri na nona page yakwa kana turikio igwe ndingioneka ni mundu ungi acio makuona irege gu preview ri na tawira no ko yakwe gutinika ru nyingi ri to be on the safe side. Now Njenga wa muthaka muthenda ukuririkanie ngandira twari horo wa gukua tuthire gukua tone Njenga wa muthaka niwe gutiri gukua andu aria manjinduragira ni moe gutiri gukua no ni undu wa mundu ri ungiona video na ni mugeni ri turaria about knowing how to die because wagiciarirwo they teach you a system, an education system that if you don't go through this, if you don't attain this, this is how you live. But they didn't teach you how to die. They didn't teach you how to begin life on the other side. They didn't teach you how to be birthed into the other side. So video ya Njenga ya muthaka umuthi iragubundithia how to die, aka how to begin your life in the afterlife. Mojiro niki unyotirio Mojiro haha no thimu na ni ndanjia kunyota no ti kwenda ndirenda ma I need to be drinking something, I need fluids. Oh, thank you my love. Mojiro dadi disappointaga ndareherwo Holy Grail eno itagwo Holy Grail ni Holy Grail ena you see green stuff ni miti ni mehio the Holy Grail. Shout out to the one who gifted me this alchemist. Kahio ni muno anjuri na kudeke kahora hore menye. Now, knowing how to die. Maita maingĩ rĩ andũ gũkũ magĩkua nĩ maheana hinya mũingĩ mũno. You are giving up too much power because now the imagine wewe ũgĩthiĩ gũkoma but ũgĩthiĩ gũkoma the concepts and the ideas that you have are not yours. So by default ũgathiĩ kũhe kĩndũ ũtoĩ hinya na hinya ũcio uma waku. Gũthiĩ atĩrĩrĩ nĩ wagĩrĩirwo nĩ gũkorwo na kĩndũ gĩtagwo mũsimamo. Remember, no korwo wĩ mũndũ ũra vibrate very high, you are a very high vibrating being, but you are in lostness. Ũgakora mũndũ ũcio ni very high vibrating, but is lost in religion. Ũgakora mũndũ ũcio ni very high vibrating, but is lost in something, in music. So, by default, that man, that person has a big following. Ũkaigua ni superstar. Superstar nginya ũngĩra andũ merute muoyo na merute muoyo. Mutirajira horo wa wall covering nyone ngana hena mundu ukuria hau ajurie Njenga muthaka muthi niki design ya behind the scenes ututhia behind the scenes nie nyumite haha ni ng'ombe haha ni ng'ombe ku nikuo nyumite we umite ha ena angi ya cancer maumite haha kianda no nginyo no issue ne o nginya mwanjie kwimenya riu kuria mundu umite na kuria athiite na kuyo history. Now ukakora you are vibrating high but the following that is behind you, you are a music star, a superstar, you have a big following. Ukakora now you are Stone Cold Steve Austin. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, a superstar, now he's in the movies, so he's vibrating high, but he's vibrating high in movies, but he has a following. Riu ri wagikora atiriri ni wagirwo ni kumenya what you are following, because remember you are not even supposed to be following anything. Now we get to the board. Point number 1, be careful what you are into. Yone dari horo ayo concepts and ideas. Tukiuga atiriri, maybe you are living in someone else, a higher person more than you. Tigana body one gutute tondu sikirio ha mutwe. For example, ukaigua mundu akinyite handu nginya ukaigua akiuga ati I'm going to die in someone's name. Imagine you kuona ndu wa gitwa ria mundu ungi. So when will you die for yourself? When will you do something for yourself? When will you be sure of yourself? Now, ibuku rigatwira atiriri, the Bible now, Virtues and Principles, ibuku rigatwira atiriri ati muti utari matunda nĩ ũgatemwo teo. The fruit, the tree that has no seed will be plucked off and cast aside. But you can eat from all the fruits on the trees on this garden. So you have to eat from the fruits. Whether it's a banana, kirigo, kiembe, kwanza kiembe kiri ũrĩaga nginya gĩkanyũrũrũka nginya gũkũ no gũcũna. Ũrĩaga kiembe na ngi ci matharaũ mũno. Ũrĩa ũthiaga kũrĩa kiembe ũgakora ngi yũmbĩte haha na yũkaga ĩrĩa ya ngirini. Kaĩ wĩna ngi. Na mũcũthi ũkũnyũrũkĩire ũkũ no ndĩrenda ũyũ. Enda harĩa ũrenda kũrũma. Waikore nao nĩ spirit itaremenya na mĩtugo ta ĩyo ya ngi. So now it has to come back and experience that as a housefly, and it's annoying you. Nigetha rĩu ũmĩringe, ici ingĩ citingĩkuire no ĩrenda ũmĩringe nĩgetha ĩrokĩte kũrani lesson ĩyo ya greediness na kũmenya no ĩgũthũka, ũkamĩtap ũkamĩteithia o kana ũkamĩeheria ĩthiĩ yambe ĩgĩkange. Hatirĩ gũciĩka favors, you let it go for some time, no favors. So now we come to the concept whereby we say the good die young. Makiuga the good die young. No wendo rakimenya kĩrĩa gĩtũmaga mahũthĩre concept ĩyo ya kuga the good die young. And I already know my voice is lagging behind. I don't know what already nĩ yanjia maũndũ. Ndiũga nĩ gũcenjia network. Njĩkĩre data. Nĩ thayũ. Ngure Mũrĩithi, how is the voice? Sawa? Wambui Kimani Mũngũi. Wambui sawa, gana nyenjie network. So you find that everybody have their own fruits inside you. Kwĩ andũ mavibrataga high, kwĩ andũ makoragwo na iheo. So the same way andũ angĩ makoragwo na iheo, the same way andũ acio no mangĩhũthĩrwo. Those are the same spirits that will be plucked out of the world to go and to be used for other things. Wakora mũndũ ũrĩa mũru mũno ndatũraga, ũyũ ũtũraga, wakora mũndũ ũcio na mĩaka igana rĩa 20, atirĩ kũndũ arathiĩ. Andũ magatũra meteire gathuri karĩa gatũrĩte kamatecete atĩ gakue mendie mũgũnda. O gathee kau gakamũthika mweteire kendie mũgũnda. Because the people who are going through trials and tribulations are the people that are needed to be in the world, because through those feelings of trials and tribulations, they are feeding the other spirits that are in charge. Nikionaga the good die young, they get plucked from here, and then they disappear or whatever. Now, nĩ kwandĩkĩte na ici ngĩcire tũtigane nacio, hatirĩ ũndũ ndĩranyita. Ona writing yakwa ti ũndũ ndĩranyita. So forget about the board, let us just flow. Na tũtikũnidi board ĩyo. Video tũgakiuga yuma ya ũrĩa wagĩrĩirwo nĩ gũkua we. Rĩu nake Njenga wa Mũthaka nayo tũkauga gũtirĩ kĩndũ ta gũkua. Death is transformation. When you go through death, you are born into something else. Na tũgakĩheana ngerekano tũkanjia wega mũno, tũkauga tũheane na kĩrĩa tũĩ. Kĩrĩa tũruĩire, ongorwo nĩ mbegũ tondũ twĩ nacio. Tũgakiuga atĩrĩrĩ, a sperm head is alive as a sperm head. That sperm head, having traveled through your body, ongorwo Njenga wa Mũthaka, ĩgakũgerera kũrĩa yakũgerera ĩkĩoya gwathaka waku, icoka ciaku, ĩkarecord in its own DNA. Now, the ova travels inside the mother. Na ĩgakĩoya, ongorwo nĩ no kwa mwana gaciarwo nĩ karĩki nĩ kairĩtu. So nyina ena nyondo cihana atĩa, nĩ nyondo maguta, ena ikere cihana atĩa. So that records what is in the mother. Now these two beings, the ova and the sperm, come together now. Lakini no kĩra kĩngĩ, hatirĩ kĩndũ ta gĩa gũswim. No, it's not swimming. It's traveling in light. But that light has condensed into a fluid. That light has gained density because there's emotions involved. The woman is feeling good. The man is enjoying himself, he's ending his thoughts, he's feeling good, he's getting ready to orgasm. So that orgasm, that energy, that light now, the sperm head travels as light through that frequency to the ova now, which is light. It has also gained density. The woman is wet, emotions, feelings, wet, density. Now, when they join, sperm head dies. It's no longer a sperm head. The ova dies, aka gets born into something new. So now you have the sperm dying, the ova dying, and both of them now, we have one thing called the fertilized ovum. Yeah, fertilized what it was an ova. Now it's an ovum now. It has been. Niaje kugia na ovum under the horizon ikiwa na u below the horizon IOE below the horizon ovum under below the horizon. So that over now ndio disturb. No, you can excuse me, I can't disturb na video. So now that over becomes something new. It's birth now. It's an ovum now. It can attach into the fallopian tubes of the mother as a new thing. So the sperm died, the ova died, aka became something new. Became something new, a birth. Now that ovum, nĩendete mũno gũcokera haha ũrĩa mwana aciaragwo. Rĩrĩa ĩnda-inĩ ya maitũ wao rĩ, ũririkane mahana ũũ na nyina matiko manyitanĩte, makoo maikarĩte ũũ. Mwana ũcio rĩrĩa na wifi kana bluetooth ikiona nyina no age HIV na mwana ndage HIV, nenda ĩmwe atũra mĩeri kenda, angĩmenyerwo hĩndĩ ya gũciarwo thakame age kũhutania rĩ akauma atarĩ. Nĩkĩ? Tondũ hatirĩ handũ nginya marahutania na thakame. Na nĩkĩonaga nyina nĩ blood group O, wakora mwana nĩ A kana nĩ A negative. Ũguo nĩ kuga atĩrĩrĩ, mwana umĩte haha na rĩngĩ nyina no wa haha. So mwana ũcio na ti wa nyina ũyũ, nyina ũyũ nĩwe ũkũmũkuĩte, nĩ guardian. Nĩkĩo ĩretwo it's parenting, you are the guardian. So ũgakora rĩu mwana ũyũ rĩ, nĩkĩo aroka na blood type A, tondũ mwana ũyũ nĩ wa blood type A. In fact mũndũ wothe wa blood type A na wa blood type A ũkamenya nĩ mũndũ wa mũthemba wanyu, mũgerete njĩra ĩmwe, you are from the same area, njata-inĩ mumĩte area ĩmwe. Na haha nĩho ũiguaga makĩaria ũhoro wa bloodline, blood type. So this blood type is your type of people. It's from your type of area, but it's still not the same line. Tondũ line nayo rĩ nĩ beyond, tondũ mũndũ ũcio no akorwo wa blood type, akorwo wa gĩcagi kĩanyu, no ti wa line ya kwanyu. Line ya kwanyu mumĩte ng'ongo irĩkũ? Mumĩte ng'ongo irĩkũ mũgĩũka? Mumĩte ng'ongo irĩkũ mũgĩũka? Ng'ongo cianyu, matũra manyu. Ogo ni Bantus mwagerete rĩkũ? That's a line. The Bantus came down the Lake Victoria, the Nile, all the way down. The Nile, the Kushites now, you know, that's a line. Now, based on the fact now that when you are born, you come from a line, you have to know that you are unique in your own way. Nikionaga, even in the physical, your fingerprints are different. No one is like the other. You can never be duplicated. We hatirĩ ndĩ wacemania na mũndũ ũngĩ ũhana tawe, yuraga ĩkĩaga, tondũ we wĩ njata ya mwanya, we wĩ njata ya kĩwarie, we ũhana the north star that is always lighting the sky. No kũringana na ũrĩa vibrataga rĩ, that is now what determines how bright you are or how dim you are. Now, when you come into the world, ũkaga kũringana na gana we ũgĩcagũra aciari aku, tondũ we nĩwe ũcagũraga aciari aku. We ũgĩcagũra aciari aku rĩ, ũkaga kũringana na kũrĩa raumĩte type, kana ndigĩrĩri ũrĩa nacio kĩrĩa ũrae nakĩo ndigĩrĩri maũndũ marĩa ũrakuanĩtie, the baggage that you have is what is that attracts you. To ta rĩu ũngĩkorwo ũkuĩte mũrigo wa ngũ, ũgũcaria handũ ũngĩigĩrĩra mũrigo wa ngũ, ũndũ mũrigo ũcio wa ngũ okorwo nĩ mũritũ ũtangĩrekania thĩ, koguo ũgũcaria handũ hena kahiga keyoete harĩa ũgũthiĩ ũige mũrigo wa ngũ arĩa makuaga ngũ. aka how you are as a being, how you be vibrating, how your aura, everything that is about you, the life that you have, will be looking for something similar to what you have. You are attracted because light is information. So you are attracted to the same information, the same light. And so the parents you choose have the same characters as you. No nginya ũgĩkora aciari arĩa magũciarĩte rĩ, mwĩna maũndũ maingĩ mũno mahanaine. Ongorwo ũciarĩtwo kũndũ kwĩna mathĩna maingĩ mũno, ũtige gũtinda ũgĩthiĩ kũnene wone nĩ ma mũciĩ ũyũ witũ wĩna thĩna, no na warora nĩ ũkuona atĩrĩrĩ ona cũcũ wanyu arĩ na thĩna. Is it making sense? For example, no njũĩ no uge no, but this is kawaida. No mwana ũcio nĩ acagũrwo gũciarwo gwa itonga. So by default mwana ũcio auma na maũndũ ma ũtonga, na nĩkĩo tugaga nĩ mwana ũcio nĩ andũ arĩa tene macoka. Hau nĩ ũndũ ũcio umaga wa rĩrĩ atĩ gũkũ ũrĩa wao nĩwe wacokio, atĩ waciara ciana ici nĩ aciari aku wacokia, because your children will go into the same state you are. You give birth to your children depending on kĩrĩa kĩ mũtwe waku, maũndũ marĩa ũragerera. Angĩkorwo ũragerera maũndũ mena thĩna na kũnyamarĩka, ciana icio ciaku waciciara by default waciciarĩra thĩna-inĩ na kũnyamarĩka. So they got attracted to that because it was in them. No nao mangĩũka gũkũ macokere the same mĩtugo ya gũthĩna, not unless moke magerete thĩna-inĩ, akinya haha akore nĩ thĩna ũrĩa ndonete tene. Either amue eta mwana uge atiriri akorwo na roho wa guteithia, akorwo na roho wa archangel, akorwo na roho wa guteithia ta njenga wa muthaka, wa kuhonia, wa kumonia, wa kuhorohia. So I decide okay, neho ndoka but now this time I'm going to take this time to heal my parents. So I'm going to make money now, rise out of the ashes. Harĩa ũiguaga atĩ mwana ũcio nĩ orphan na nĩ atongire. That child started from the streets and is a billionaire. So get the money now. After you have the money, the children you give birth to, aya aciari aku mehera magicoka ri, ongorwo nĩ makona kĩndũ kĩega depending on the vibration you be having, to nginya macoke ri, magicoka ri magakora indo. Get what I'm saying? Magakora indo ici, magakorwo nĩ mararanire thĩna, now they are born into prosperity. And now maybe that prosperity is the last energy or seed they need to go into higher. Rĩngĩ maratigĩtie tu ũtonga mathi, no to nginya ũgerere all the trials and tribulations ya gũkũ thĩ. The more consciously aware, aka the more awakened you are, you see around you. And you remember, this has to be in reverse. For you to be awakened, you have to go to sleep on a lot of things. Everything is a reverse, everything is opposite. For you to be woke, you have to go to sleep on so many things. Tanga tanga, icio nĩ ndũ, icio nĩ ndũ. News, icio nĩ ndũ. So for you to be awakened, you have to be asleep on a lot of things that don't make sense. So that way, ta imagine muthenya ũmwe ũkoragwo na meciria maigana atĩa muthenya mũgima, no hatirĩ kaũndũ wĩciragia ga gũteithia we, wĩciragia tuma andũ ene, njiguire, gũthire, gwĩkĩkĩ. Imagine if you went asleep on just 10% of what is going on around the world, which is not helpful to you. How much awakened now would you be to the real world? Tondũ no nginya ũngĩgĩkoma ũhingĩre maũndũ mau maitho, ũmonie mũgongo nĩgetha wone mbere. For you to be awakened, you have to go to sleep on so many other things. Now, so uteithie your parents now. Now you help your parents overcome that. And now this goes deep. Sometimes a spirit will be wanting to come back to this world. A baby is supposed to come to this world. So the baby goes through you. Just After conception, as the baby gets into that womb, as it starts to create the womb, it sees the same lights, the same information. Ikona hapana. This one I have experienced. Digeta gũcokera rĩngĩ ikaumiria. What you call a miscarriage. So a miscarriage is not as a result of the mother. Mwana kuhuna, nyina kuhuna, kana mwana kuhuna, nyina wa mwana kuhuna, ti mahĩtia ma nyina wa mwana, nĩ mwana ũcio kwagĩrĩirwo nĩ gũka thĩ, warega gũka thĩ. Hihi na nĩho ũiguaga mũgathi kwenjera, ũkaigua atĩ kĩrarĩ kĩrumi kĩna ũndũ fulani, because that spirit could not come back into the same thing because it had been there before. We're going to an example that spirit has experienced. So as that spirit wants to come, they said, no, I cannot go through the same trials and tribulation. Maona cio akahuka. Wathi bogo-inĩ rĩa mathiaga kwĩ bogo-inĩ nganakio nĩ ũkerwo atĩrĩrĩ, haha nĩ haronekana hena ndayumĩte na nĩ ũkwenda ũragĩrwo ũndũ ũcio, aka they need to go and neutralize, they need to do a ritual, go and do a ritual that will kuhorohia, balance that energy. Na warega gwĩka ũguo ũkaigua atĩrĩrĩ nĩ kaũndũ karecokera, ancestor born, ancestor returned. So when you die you get birth. But now, how do you decide not to be born into this world? You want to be born into something bigger, a bigger being. How now? Ito to nginya ũcoke gũkũ, ta ũjenga wa mũthaka uma gũkũ, I'm not coming back to this world. I have to go into something new, something better. My imagination is in a way that ndĩrona indo ingĩ njerũ, ndirathi toro na imagination cia marĩa nyonete, ndĩrenda maũndũ mangĩ merũ. So if I have seen all that I have seen in this body, there's no need for me to come into this body to see more. So I can only be birthed into something new. You know what I'm saying? Now, mwana agĩciarwo aciaragwo na ngemi, na mwana akomaga na gĩkeno. What do I mean? In a lot of African cultures, when the baby was born, there were celebrations. When someone moved on, there were celebrations. Tũngĩthiĩ na akaria kaihĩ nĩ tũgũkora nĩ gũthĩnja mathĩnjaga, ũkaigua the sacrificial, no, they kill a lot of bulls and they eat for a whole week. In that one whole week, it is dances and singing and celebrating the life. And that is where the word comes from. We are celebrating the life. But you, since you're stuck in a religion, in one vision, you're saying a celebration of his life, but you are crying. It's a celebration, but you are crying because you've been taught that fear is what is awaiting you on the other side. So it's a celebration of his life, but you are crying. A celebration of his life, but you are mourning. A celebration of his life, but you are in tears. A celebration of his life, but you're in sorrow. Opposite of exactly what you even read in that book. Mwana wa mũndũ mũirũ angĩakomire, a lot of cultures, they would celebrate a birth of a baby, they would celebrate the death of a loved one, aka the death, because there's nothing like dead. You're not dead. You can only go through death. Death occurred to so and so. We don't say dead occurred. Death occurred. Death has occurred, aka a birth, death, birth. It's a frequency. It's even telling you that death, going through death, is birth. Bethlehem, Bethel, thigh, th, thou, thy, thee. Thy soul, thou, thee, birth, death, birth, a beginning, something new. But you, it's telling you a celebration, but you are crying. Now, what is the point I'm making? Ni gwada get the point you have. Remember, where is this now? No. So now, you should not be scared of death. You should embrace it. Because now, if you've lived your life and you know, you are aware of your surroundings, you are more conscious, you have met Jegawa Muthaka, Mobuiwa Bariabu, he has reminded you how to die, because that's where I'm going, then you'll be ready to welcome death, or to go through death, aka birth, aka a new beginning, aka another genesis for yourself, for your spirit. Now, the reason utagwo nĩ gwĩtigĩra gũkua nĩ tondũ nĩ warĩkia kũmenya atĩ gũkua kana gũkoma nĩ kĩanjĩrĩria kĩa ũndũ ũngĩ. But now this is the point. Ũranjĩrĩria kaũndũ kahana atĩa? Remember, death is transformation. So when you get transformed, you always be transformed into something bigger than you. Jokere rĩngĩ. When you go through death, aka birth, you will only be transformed into something bigger than what you are right now. Uwe mũndũ ũngĩkararia njĩre Jegawa Muthaka, what do you mean? Again, I showed you. You started as a light, a fluid, a light, a spirit, went into a fluid, sperm cell, met an ova, something physical, grew into a fetus, something physical, born into this world, a baby. You are growing up, you become big, you have muscles, you are still growing. So now, when you go through death in this body, the transformation is something bigger than this, because it has to be bigger. Whatever it is, you don't know. Whatever it is, I don't know. All I know is that it's going to be something bigger, a bigger consciousness, a more awareness. Just like the sperm is becoming more aware when it meets the ova. The ova grows, gets birthed, aka transformed, death, becomes aware of something bigger. As you grow, you become aware of more shit. You become aware of more stuff. You learn. So now, when you go through death, aka another beginning, whatever you'll be, you become even more aware. And you'll go again through that dimension as you keep going. Ariamo ihoro the 9 dimension. Mihiriga keda moyoru, the 9 dimension, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6, 9, 369. The sequence, the Fibonacci sequence, the secret of life. Ariamo ihoro dimensions. So now you started from the first dimension, becoming aware. Second, becoming aware, being able to create another. Actually, it's not even creating something, it's becoming a thought, becoming aware of. Now you going into the third, seeing where you came from, 1, 2 to 3. And now by default, when you get birthed into something new, you'll go into the 4th dimension. However, you'll be birthed into a higher awareness location, but you can be there vibrating very low. You can be birthed into greatness, but you are dumb. You have seen people who have been born into rich families with everything, but they are dumb. So the same way, you can be birthed into a realm, but you are spiritually a baby. You are lost. You are lost in desires. You are lost in, you are stuck on earthly things. You have so many things in you have baggage. So you are light. The experience that you have, which is the soul, the experience that is around you is of chaotic moments, greed, gluttony, backstabbing people, because that is what you are. So you are birthed into a bigger, maybe let's say the 4th or 5th dimension, but the energy signature for you is still the lowest on that dimension. So you're on that dimension, but you're still the lowest. You still have your dick and pussy on the ground. How are they? If you know what I'm saying. And this one, shout out to the soul family, my soul group. For example, gwete tu rä kä rä ra tå raria na kwä ra gå tionagä rwo. When I mean you are the lowest of the lowest, you are at the lowest of your animalistic nature. That is the root chakra, which is between your legs. Okay? Now, imagine being so low that your root chakra, your lowest vibrating chakra, where you are, your lowest animalistic state, is so low, is almost going to the tail. AKA, you have to even be born with no legs so that your chakra can touch the ground. And yet, you are still stuck in that rotation of begging and asking, because that is what you are inside you. It's not about money. It's the fact that you are a beggar. You keep begging to be helped. You keep begging to be salvaged. You keep begging. You are at your lowest. That is why we give you coins, because you're down there. It goes deep. This is deep spiritual talk. Wakora Modosio, he was so low. Ni mundu uri yani, he would pick anything from the ground. Ndagitigiria ona mundu, ndagitigiria ona nyenje kindu. So since you are picking stuff from the ground and you are backstab, na wikire wira andu amakona ngoro njuru muno. Atire andu makomero ndirakorwo ngithikiria mundu ucio akiaria nginya urigo mundu araria ona ndari maguru yangikigia maguru. You know, when I say this, I'm not saying this from a bad state. Tonde mundu gikora na mundu we disabled aje kuwa jega muthaka. No. When I mean this, I'm talking about the deep spiritual stuff here. I'm not talking heria maitho maku he 3D, heria maitho maku makuona mundu ucio haria thi. Thie kiroho deeply wicirie kiroho ukorwo wi haria tiri-ini ugikirita thi ri with your root chakra ri ni kuga atia. What kind of a spirit do you have to be down there, to be denied to get up and walk? Hano igua nginya wacoka ibuku-ini rĩrĩa rĩa Bible ukaigua mundu ucio airwo get up and walk. Ndairwo walk. Already he was so down spiritually. So people get up and walk. They do a walk. Get up and walk, because he was a cripple. It's not what was said, it's what it means spiritually. Get up. Raise your spirit and start moving now. You've been down in the dirt for so long. Now how is you working that point? Now, shout out Tomo Ojiro Nanga DC the late. This video was inspired by him. Now, I want to teach you how to die. Live every moment in a way whereby you are light of load. Do not grudge na modo. You have no war with anyone. You are at peace with everyone. Ugithi gukoma turaririe ndiravuririe nginya kurota how to dream, how to lighten your load. Ndiuga na video no ina sound, ndona ina notification. Now I'm not even sure if you can hear me. Let me see. I don't know. Mundu wa comment ni akujaga na ina sound. Ndire sure riu. Yaona ya notification ya mic. So now, be so pure, be so forgiving that you are loved. And people don't have to tell you that they love you. You can see it. You can see on how they talk after you are gone. You can see the shock when you leave them. How do you live like that? You have to be willing to go the distance. Get up and walk. Get up and go the distance. Walk the distance. For example, mogo wakivirwo ni mundu wi ngumo muno, wakigua ni mundu watigite urathi. Atigite urathi niki? Tondu ni embracete ugo wake, agokira agathi the distance. Get up and walk. He had gone the distance to the point ni mundu aheanaga urathi. You get what I mean? Anyone who has gone the distance is a great spirit. Wakirigwa, what do I mean? Look at all the people who have made a name. In prison, sijui for how many years, agokaga tuika president. Someone has been a president, and that is going far. Ukaigua Makufuli, may he rest in peace, because he went far, going the distance. You cannot be a president if you are not gone the distance. You get what I'm saying? So go the distance. Jega Mudakania there the distance. Right now, how many people are watching me across the world? Global. So you are going the distance. That is what I mean. Becoming great at whatever you do. So when you go the distance, that is how you become great. Mundu wothe ataburikana ni guthi the distance. Bolt, Usain Bolt, Julius Yego, wa Timo. You have to go the distance for you to be big. Nigetha rire wakoma ri, nigetha rire wa transform uma thi no. When you go through death and you get birth in the other side, the only thing you leave behind is a legacy of going beyond. Ni legacy ya DC Mujiru wa mbari ya Mega, going beyond, going the distance, going to the distance to the point ona ndũratambũra ũramera wega mũno niĩ mũtikahoere niĩ. You know what I'm saying? Don't even pray for me, because you already know people are not supposed to pray for you. So you already know the energy frequency of something praying for you. For example, wekaigua mundu a deathbed, don't pray for them, because when you're praying for them, you are putting them in but now this message is only for people who are consciously aware, who are deep spiritually. We are not talking about praying. So what is to pray? When you are praying, you are at your lowest. You have gotten to the end. That is why you are even kneeling down, so that your root chakra can go closer to the dirt. How low you are. So when you are praying, you are putting yourself in an energy signature of, I can't do anything. I am at my lowest. I need help. So when the bigger beings that are supposed to help you, what is going to come to help you is a being that is in that energy signature of needing help, needing to be helped, a begging spirit. So that begging spirit sees the same energy. Oh shit, that's like me. So igakuogerera more needing that praying. So you end up manifesting. You end up manifesting more trials and tribulations than you had before. Wai mundu ungikararia niho Njenga wa Muthaka akenaga muno, agakenera ũgo wake na ũgĩ wake, agakũririkania. Ke nguhe example. Wathi ũgatuĩka nĩ ũrahonokire, whatever ũrahonokire ndiũĩ. Warĩkia kũhonoka rĩ, ũkanjia gũthiaga mũthenya ũrĩa mwĩtaga wa riũa Sunday, nĩguo wanjagia gũthiaga kanitha wĩ wiki. Waikara rĩ, ũkongerera wetatũ, ũkamĩtanga midday prayer. Waikara rĩ, ũkanjia gũthi kesha Friday, nĩ wongerera nĩ ciatuĩka thikũ ithatũ. No nĩ kũhonoka ũhonokete. Waikara rĩ, ũgakorwo ũthiaga Sunday kanitha, Monday ũgathi lunch time prayer, Tuesday ũgathi women fellowship, Wednesday ũgathi afternoon whatever, aga family reunion, Friday ũgathi kesha, Saturday ukaroka guthambia. So now you end up becoming a slave of that thing. But that is not the reason. The reason is because you are putting yourself in a point of praying, needing. So you are added more of that energy of needing. But here's the catch. Here's the catch. Pastor ũrĩa mũtongoragia mũhoe muone indo wenda hoyaga. We akwĩra atĩrĩrĩ ndakũgũra ngari, mũnjangĩre mũngũrĩre ngari, mũcange twake kanitha. No yoka gwĩ pastor akwĩra atĩrĩrĩ turia maru tũhoe. AKA, come, we put you in that energy signature of needing more. No aragwĩka ũguo atoĩ, aragũtwara atoĩ tondũ we ena conviction. You see, it takes conviction for people to follow you. So this man you are following because you are convinced in him. Him, it doesn't matter gana kiriareka he is lost. It doesn't matter whether he is lost. The fact remains he has conviction. So that conviction is what spirit, whatever God is following sees that conviction and gives him more of that conviction energy. Now, that conviction energy is the energy comes to you and it tells you, ndirenda kugura ngari na nyumba munjangire mbeca. You don't give him money because you want ona ringi ndukorwo nginya ni mukomba mshwari 110 jaza fungura 10 sijui panda mbegu, but it's because he's carrying that conviction energy around him. Oka hana conviction koguo akwira ni mokona nima ugwa ruga no nginya tugure Mercedes, ugwa ruga ni tukumugurira ndege. It's tricky. Do you get it? Do you get it? Ni juri muranyita. So now, going the distance, wakorwo ni mujirwa bari ya mega ni mundu wa no saba no akiugo nake ni mugire ngemi thingira eno saba ni aretikira guthie the distance ndaratambura. So because he's going the distance, even when he leaves this world, when he dies, what you call dying, when he goes through death, aka a birth, he's birthed into a realm of going the distance. He's birthed into a realm of greatness. He's birthed into a realm of going the distance, making history. Ukona angi mararwira ivanda cia bara gwitwo ritwa ria mundu. Why? Because the people are not convinced. Andu ni marona bareno ndanaheo ni undu wa kiria wa kwagirira. Mundu araheo bara ni political kiria haha ni gukenio arakenio na ritwa kuheo bareno ndi gwitwo uguo. Andu makarakara matiratambura nginya magathi gucina signature ina ritwa tondu ritwa name has energy. Now, ugakora angi ni makomire wathi haria ukaigua eretwo Kimathi Street, no ati mundu athi gubicana nayo because he went the distance. That Kimathi went the distance. That Tomboya went the distance. He went through a lot. So that is justified. No, you hatiri kindu ekite nikyo signboard irarego. You get what I mean? So going the distance is what you're supposed to do in this world, and that is how you know how you're supposed to die, aka how you're supposed to go through death to be birthed into another realm. Now remember this, ndungithii ukore manager wa kambuni umuherie giti-ini ndagikunengera o manager na ihenya uguo ndi matu uturu wa karanja ni thayo yuki wa bathi. So ndungithii ukore mundu ni manager na wiciria ati no umuherie wira-ini ucio wake management yote uguo ati akuhe giti kiu no nginya urwire, na nikio na nginya ma president makirwira ite. So what do I mean? In the same way, when you are birthed into the spiritual world, the same place has got beings that are higher than you. Nikio turagihoro wa over souls, nikio turagihoro agi metaga saints, agi makameta angels, makauga archangels, agi makauga makameta ancestors, great ancestors, because they were there before you. Anything that has gone before you is an ancestor. Ona vava wanyu agikoma omuthe ni ancestor, to nginya ati anine miaka magana meri. He's an ancestor because he has gone before you. We ukimukora ku ugakora e ancestor ku athiagite mbere yaku. So in the same way, when you are learning how to die, you also have to know that there are spirits that want to maintain that headmaster kuria mari. They want to maintain that state of idea and being. So when you go there low, as a bigger being, but still vibrating low, because the same galactic forces are still in charge there. Kuri ona manager kou. Na wakienda gukararia tugakiuga ati the same ibuku riu utinda urete naryo rigakwira atiriri ati anga ni kuri athuri ari 12 makao maika kuri athuri acio 12 meragwo maikarite huko ndi ungi makinyira we ndakunjira ati ndugakora andu manene gukira acio ni urakirwo nginya ni ibuku riu athuri ari 12 matura maina wenda kunjwa wakinya kuu ini o makire makwa mariganirwo ni nyimbo. Get what I'm saying? There'll always be beings before you, and there'll always be space within space. Now, Mujiru, nduke hiyo aka unyogere kangi. Mujiru, ena headphones nikio atarajigua. Ke hiyo iria kangi gaka gati agithira. Athikitie. So, wakora when You learn how to die now. There's always, so the spirit world ekovagia then orihana. So this world is copying the spirit world. The same governments, the same chain of commands is the same, but in a higher dimension. So you have to die hard for you to know how to die. You have to die hard. No ginya okorwo we kiundu kiu ginya giatiga andu maka. Shout out to DC. May you ascend. Ni ora igitare tore ake ndirarita kuri ni kuri exalt nganga the late. I'm not dragging him down. I cannot even pray for him. When I shout at, it's like keep going. I'm exalting his name. So now, since you do, for example, wakiigua mundu ahotekete ni mwiri no gwicokia ikwe andu maturaga mecokagia nginya ndeka ya mwico ni gwicokia. Now when you die hard like that, when you go wherever you are still going to be that energy signature of muhoi. Wana uciarwo ikugitwo muhoi tondu wathi na energy yo bado ya kuhoya. You are withered. No handi indu igiri kimwe giture kihohete gitirakura. That kind of energy. That is what I mean. So hope maundu maria kwandikite haha ona ni matinauma ni morire. Na uri ngikura no nguririe ndugetikire guciarwo into that kind of situation whereby you are lost or you are dying hard. Tuwe wika uguo na tariu ri wanaigua andu makiaria uhoro wa don't be a fallen soldier. Ukaigua rwimbo rukiinwo this is for the fallen soldier, we miss you. Naigua mundu ucio ni kuohwo arohwo. This is for the fallen soldier, we miss you. Mundu uramis ni mundu ungienda mukorwo nake ha, and you have to be very careful na maundu maria andu maugaga na uria maugaga. Now look at it like this. When you die hard, or rather when you go extra, uria tukugite, when you go extra, tuge kwina mbara ukaigua mundu ucio decoratetwo ena decorations guku uguo cia mbara ni general, then when that person, when death occurs to that person, riria mathi cemetery, they do what you call a 21 gun salute. Ukaigua igetwo 21 gun salute. There's a song, 21 gun salute, another man. So when they are shooting the guns, they are sending that spirit at the cemetery. 21 gun salute. They are sending that spirit because that spirit went extra. That spirit went extra hard. It was a general. He died in war. These soldiers died fighting for the country. They went extra for the country. They died. That's why we are giving them 21 gun salute. This cop died in the line of duty. He went extra. We give him 21 gun salute, aka saluting him to continue in that energy of guns. Hey, fire! All that sound, fire, gunpowder, all that energy to exalt that spirit. So that spirit, when it gets born, because remember, a spirit never rests until you release it out of the body. When they are missing, we have to look for the bodies, because till those bodies are laid to rest, aka till the spirit now has left, we can so say they have left. And nikionaga during like a soldier's death, niguo marahura 21 gun salute, makame exhort. Isitoshe, they go to the point whereby, na nogo muthakira haha, a frequency as we go on, they get to a point whereby when that spirit is to be exalted now, because he was such a great spirit, they play a certain music. A certain music, it's a tone, it's a frequency that they have to play to ensure, and now this goes deep, riu mukenaga rimwe riria mwina njenga wa muthaka akiririkana maundu ta maya, tondu ukaigua mundu akiumbagario na rwimbo, ukaigua nyimbo cia macakaya, na ndirenda rucio tugathie kuri kiria Mujiru to rest, tugathie kumure to rest. Na this is where riu ngwendaga gukwira atiriri, you should be very careful on the kind of people you follow or attach yourself to or give power to. So you follow a religion that when you leave this world, when you are being birthed into the other world, they tie you down with the music they play for you. They play you sorrowful music. That kind of bullshit, whereby it's dragging you down, the sorrow, the pain, it's a sad song. But remember, when Africans moved on, they would dance and do all that shit. Now, I'm telling you, Rocio, mundu ucio tondu agakihurukio ni andu a mihiriga kenda ukona gani hagakorwo na kiriro. Now listen to this, ndirenda uthikiririe toni iyo. What is happening now? Itagwo taps, okay, taps, itagwo taps music. It's played nera guthaka na headphone ino. Listen. Now, tutiguthikiriria kiria muno to nayo wathikiriria ni wigua the energy frequency is putting you into. Itagwo taps music. Bugusithiaga uria ciukite. Taps music, haria tukoragia uhoro wa 21 gun salute, meaning or definition. Haria tukoritie uhoro wa ino nayo reka ati uria kwenda definitions. Haria tukoritie uhoro wa 21 gun salute to be exalted. Now taps music is played at cemeteries for fallen soldiers. But here's the catch. It's a Masonic good, it was designed. So naona music hiyo igithaka uguo kuigua tu. So that spirit follows that frequency. It's a very tricky frequency. That spirit, all those spirits, na nikio thaka go cemetery, those spirits, na naona ira thaka go cemetery sihana atia. All of them are matching. They have to be army or people who are in one legion. And one legion, mukoga legion of doom, a legion of angels, a legion. So that spirit follows that frequency. Kau karubedo ka weigua. So karubeta kau gagatwara spirit iyo kuria kwina maroho magi mari mathigari ma jeshi makwirutira gukua kindu toy. It's deep. Now, tap music. Dikiriria. Tap music. Definition of tap. Wadikororete ni hindi twakinya na inyu hau to ni yakinya. Definition of tap. Electrical. Niho ka thitima. Telecommunications. Mechanics. Military. Shout out to the spirit of Jagawa Muthaka. Thank me Thank my spirit for guiding me in the right direction always. Ewe tap music, telecommunication. Na ndakora tap music ni undu ni frequency ni ena key. Maundu makuru. Some of these things you can tell. Wao ni guthikiria kindu giki kikogu ri emare kuguniki wiciri oro rwimbo ru meet. So now the programs you bind yourself into, the things you follow that have got nothing to do even with your ancestral lines, bind you into things you don't know. Ukaigua atia ngane kuri nyimbo cia masakaya what ati cia gwika atia. Go the distance, be willing to go the distance, be willing to die for what you believe in. Yo no tukugaga going the distance nginya no heo ritwa vara na andu matigoke kuri cina na matairi tondu you are worthy nduhana mundu ungi utari worthy. Death, do not be afraid of death. Death is birth, is a beginning, is a new thing. Ni kurikia ndirarikia tondu na video ni kuraiha muno. And maybe I need to apologize, maybe I don't need to apologize ni undu wa video kuraiha. But the reality is tikwenda gwakwo ni gwikora. You have to go the distance. Gwikora twikoraga ugathi ukaigua mundu uretwo Peter, ukaigua mundu uretwo Paul, they were willing to go the distance. Acio ni andu a mbere kupishana na the maugire ni ndirenda kwamba ndorete uguo marauga muthara ndirenda kwamba upside down, going the distance. That is why you talk about the gospel of Paul and Peter, because they went the distance, they are known for that. Be willing to go the distance. Ucio ni njenga wa muthaka ni mumbui wa mbari ya mbu tukurengera video hau. I hope you share the video. Ndio gada me ndi haha ni gukorwo e share buga ni guthi na mbere no ni gweria ndatinia thaa ici ndimi download YouTube nyone kana ni kuingira YouTube no yakirega ithi to sawa kuri thayo. Riu we ugithi gukoma ndirakwirira mundu ekaga ogo ni gwivatithio tathite toro ni wega uthie maria mothe uma namo ikio mundu ugaga ndethamba ndanogoka tondu tangiuria atiriri ukunogete maso ni minoga wethamba wanogoka atia tondu uranogoka maundu maria mothe uma namo ni wa mathambia meciria mau mothe makwaga wira. Ugithi toro nawe wakinya haria ogo wina kindu waku warikia kumuhura kisi night whatever you finish doing is none of my business. You're happy. I want you to be happy. So, warikia, before now you doze off. Before you doze off, ukeheria maundu maria mothe meguku thi watinda namo, ugathie toro na gikeno, ukanjia kuimagine tu gikeno gikoma. Nigetha ona ukirota orote ikeno iroto cia gukena. Ugakoma tu uhuthitie maundu ati we noiganire na indo iria ciothe wina cio. Ugakoma uiganire. Watiga gukoma ati ngai rucio ngokira kuria. No. Go to sleep in a state of being satisfied. So that now, when you go into that state of being satisfied, you are going to go and dream uguthi kurota iroto cia kundu kwina satisfaction. Your spiritual mind, your internal mind will, because as above so below, so within so without, as the spirit goes to now spirit ikioerera ri iyo yagirira haria watigirira nikio igua mundu ati ndanakoma toro airi akigarura amuria niki ndirire toro niki kwigarura niki maundu maya ndirameciragia. You see what I'm saying? So as you go to bed, you go in the state of ora ndui na maundu we, yani we ndui na thiri njikarite wega muno, maundu ni mega makiri mega ndirakimakio nikio na gibuku gikinjirite ndi makamakio ni rucio. So now when you go to bed in that state, your mind, your spirit now, when the spirit travels, it is going to go into that kind of state of awareness, of mindfulness, of maundu mega, gikeno, kuiganira. So when that spirit is there, ikwanjia kuona ideas iria ingihuthira nigetha ru uigue wiganire uguo urauga. And that is how you manifest your dream. Ukaigua mundu akiuga I have a dream. You cannot dream of trials and tribulation. That is a nightmare. I had a nightmare. So for you not to have a nightmare, for you to have a sweet dream that you can manifest, you empty everything as you go to bed. Na no turiaria kirira gia kiroto nimubudithie nginya kurota iroto ciina bata kurituhia iroto tondu nginya kiu ni kaundu aikonde ya kuririkania ora waguo ni gukiuma thi ino ri no kiroto ingĩriganĩrwo nĩ gũkũririkania twati kĩndũ kĩo nĩ ndĩraga kũruta no gũkũririkania. This is my holy grail cup. Ĩna mĩtĩ hena stinging nettle, hena blue vervain, hena badrook, hena mugwort, hena all the good things Mũcere ũtukũ wega in the spirit world with lightened everything light. Ũmũthĩ kuma Monday nĩ Monday wathanagwo nĩ mweri, nĩkĩo mũndũ athiaga wĩra anogete tondũ mweri nĩ emotions, ũkaigua ndĩna Monday blues. So Monday nĩ yathira, rũciũ nĩ Tuesday. Rĩu homework ndĩrenda rĩu nĩgetha nyone kana nĩ tũthomaga mũnjĩre Tuesday naguo nĩ mũthenya ũrĩkũ wathagwo nĩ njata ĩrĩkũ, wĩkĩraga rangi ũrĩkũ. You can Google. I agree. I ndirareka mũgoogle Google Tuesday. What is Tuesday? What planet? What color to wear? What herbs to eat? What incense to burn? Maũndũ mangĩ ta mau. Kuma gĩtina kĩa ngoro yakwa. I love you. Na nĩ thayũ.